Hey everybody, it's hard to believe, but we are already coming to the end of my second term in Congress. Over the last 4 years, we've made some incredible progress as a team and as a movement. Today, we want to take a look back and celebrate some of those wins. This has become a bit of an annual tradition here at Team AOC, so for the third year in a row, let's count off 22 wins from 2022. Number 1, this year we introduced 33 pieces of legislation, 17 passed the House, and 8 were signed into law. Among these 8 new laws, we're especially proud of one that will offer support to developing nations seeking debt relief. Number 2, because of our work on the Oversight Committee, the New York Attorney General filed a $250 million civil lawsuit against the Trump Organization this year. Number 3, our 4-year efforts on the Green New Deal helped push Congress to make the largest ever investment in fighting climate change via the Inflation Reduction Act, $369 billion to be exact. This funding is expected to create 9 million new jobs in renewable energy and lower your annual energy bills by at least $1,000. Number 4, speaking of the Green New Deal, we launched our first Green New Deal projects. Working with other House members, we secured $100 million for more than 60 projects across the country, stretching from Hawaii to Vermont. In New York 14, our Green New Deal project trained nearly 300 students at SUNY Maritime for good-paying union jobs in wind energy. Number 5, we secured $120 million for water infrastructure in Queens. This long overdue investment will address the sewage failures that led to deadly flash floods during Hurricane Ida. Number 6, we secured $7 million for 10 major community projects. This includes $2 million to establish the first multi-service community center serving the South Asian and Indo-Caribbean communities in New York City. Organized by Chaya CDC, this new space in Jackson Heights will provide housing assistance, immigration help, and so much more. Number 8, we also invested in local community violence reduction programs, including a $400,000 grant to Jacoby's Stand Up to Violence program, which has a proven record of reducing reoccurrence of violence in the Bronx by 50%. Number 9, we showed up for our community. We hosted or participated in 150 community outreach events, 9 town halls, distributed over 1,000 backpacks, and organized a summer literacy program in Queens. Number 10, our Constituent service team helped our New York 14 residents get back over $1.9 million that they were owed from federal agencies. In total, they opened over 1,800 cases, responded to thousands of calls, and met with over 800 walk-in appointments. Number 11, we assisted community organizations with letters of support and technical grant applications, helping the city win funding for a new fleet of electric school buses. Number 12, after years of work with our New York City taxi drivers, we won the fight to bail out drivers who fell victim to predatory medallion loans with $315 million in new debt relief. Number 13, we took our Homework Helpers volunteer tutoring program statewide with a chapter at the University of Buffalo and provided 3,800 free tutoring sessions to kids in 2022. Number 14, together and with your support, we fundraised $6.3 million for charity and mutual aid and $830,000 for grassroots organizations. That includes over $400,000 for abortion rights groups working in Texas, Kansas, and other highly restrictive states. Number 15, our Courage to Change PAC supported 60 grassroots campaigns across the country and helped elect 35 new progressive officials this year. Number 16, we traveled to 4 states and raised $1.3 million for progressive candidates and organizations, resulting in the best midterm election for Democrats in 60 years. Number 17, we took on disinformation in the Spanish language community, launched our first deep canvas Spanish language programs, and launched WhatsAppea con AOC, becoming one of the first campaigns in the country to have an organized presence on WhatsApp. Number 18, after a wild year of New York redistricting, we won our own re-election in New York 14 with 70% of the vote and ran one of the most comprehensive field programs in New York City. Number 19, in the House, alongside Representative Nidia Velázquez and others, we helped lead negotiations and passage of the Puerto Rico Status Act, which acknowledges the United States as a colonizing force for the first time in history and outlines a process for Boricuas to determine our own future. Number 20, we passed the first major gun reform in 30 years. This new law will close dangerous loopholes, increase background checks, and crack down on the interstate gun trafficking that has been putting guns on New York City streets. Number 21, we also helped cap the price of insulin at $35 per month for those on Medicare, starting next month. And we gave Medicare the power to negotiate the cost of other select prescription drugs. Number 22, Finally, we made some real progress in taxing the rich with a new 15% minimum tax rate on the largest corporations, and there's still more to go. Whew! All right, and that isn't even all of it. Most importantly, the only reason we're able to do this work is because of you. Everyday people standing up and engaging in the calls to action that we share. Millions of people have been positively impacted by your phone banking and small dollar donations, information sharing, social media engagement, and general organizing. We do this work because we know that deep in our hearts, a better world is possible. But the only way to win it is together. If you want to see our recaps from past years, check out our YouTube page. And if you'd like to join a movement with Team AOC, sign up at ocasio-cortez.com. Thanks again, and here's to next year.